Oh, yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. On cue. Oh, baby boy. Look, we've got a. Oh, bless him. We've got a piece of fabric wrapped around him and pinned to try and stop him licking his wound. He's going to shake the camera again and go down. But poor Nigel was attacked by one of the neighbour's cats and got an abscess on the side of his leg, and it burst. We've cleaned it, we've antiseptic it, we've bound it to try and stop him licking it. He's on the mend, but but anyway, that was a quick cameo role from Nigel. I'm not going to pick him up because we are giving him painkillers, but I just don't want to irritate him, so we're just leaving him be at the moment. Welcome, 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 folks. That wasn't planned. Cheers. I'm having a coffee. Lovely. Before we move on to the next step, I just want to say hi because I don't want too many names building up. So I'd like to say hello to Tammy Hall from Alberta, Canada. Yay! Haven't had anyone from Alberta before. Welcome, Tammy, if you're watching. Also from Diane64 Yorks from Yorkshire in the UK, which is where I used to live many years ago. Hurrah for York and Yorkshire. Welcome, Diane. Also we have, forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong, which I will do. You're from the Netherlands, Seti Walboer. Hello, Seti. Welcome if you're watching. Hochate. How are you? And also from Betty in Long Island, New York. Yay! A newcomer from Long Island. Haven't had Long Island before. Welcome, Betty. Hope you're watching. And also Marianne, you're from Belgium. I want to say hello to you. I won't try and pronounce your surname. I don't have the accent or the language. But you said in English it's the same name for Cooper, Marianne Cooper. So welcome from Belgium, Marianne. You also mentioned that you had the same house as this, which it became a Malibu house on the beach, and you had a fantastic story to go with it. I can picture who's living in it and why they're living in it and how they could have afforded it. It's absolutely fantastic. I just want to say that people should have more stories for their houses, not just have a house with nobody in it in their mind. So that was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed that. And also, I've said hello to you lots of times, Mary Kay, if you're watching. Mary Kay is who John and I stayed with in Chicago. Yay for Chicago. Had a great time. But you comment a lot, obviously. And Mary Kay, you wanted to comment on one of my last videos where I was using a X-Acto knife and saying, why should we have to say all these health and safety things every time we use something? It's up to you what you do. If you hurt yourself, it's not anybody else's fault but yourselves. And I just always think it's just stupid having to say common sense things. And you decided to write back to point out that some do not have common sense. Apparently, Mary Kay once saw a woman put honey on her kid at Yellowstone Park so that a bear would come over and she could get a better photo. Let's hope that lady isn't watching this video, because you're a goddamn idiot. That's all I can say. Why would you put honey on your child in Yellowstone Park with bears so you could get a good photo? Honestly, I know it is a joke here sometimes, but a lot of people always come out with, if something's really funny like that, and they always say, only in America. I'm sure if we had a Yellowstone Park here, someone in England would do the same thing. But there you go. I just thought I'd point that out. But please, whatever I do on my videos, ladies and gents, if you think it's dangerous, don't do it yourself. There's my disclaimer. Another coffee. And it's just started to rain as I've just started to film, so if it gets too heavy and I think it's going to get noisy on the roof, I will have to pause. Right, so the house, before I carry on building the next levels, as you know, if you saw my last video, John and I were at Emma Waddell's house, her home, looking at her fantastic collection. How envious are we? Like, quite a lot more than that. So Emma put her professional eye over the house. We decided different things, then we changed our minds and decided something else. As you heard on the video, we were discussing what to do. And we have just come up with a complete and utter change of plan to what I was doing with these floors. So the ground floor is still the gallery, and then on top of that was the guy's lounge and kitchen. No, it's not going to be that now. We have decided, instead of putting, I was going to put one extra floor on higher up, one of the shorter floors higher up, and we discussed it between us, and we're not going to do that now. We're going to put a whole 2 stories like this on top of each other and then build the rest of the house on top of that. I can't even think now. That's maybe 5 floors plus the sun lounge on the top. 5 or 6 floors in total, I'm not sure. So now this is still going to be the gallery because I've put the lighting in and just for the gallery itself. So that's going to stay a gallery, but I am then going to, hopefully, I haven't got them yet, but hopefully if all goes to plan, I'm going to have a set of spiral staircases at the end of the building there, because this is all going to be enclosed, as you know. So in there, you'll be able to see a set of spiral staircases going up to this floor. This floor is now also going to be the upper gallery, maybe mainly for sculptures, maybe paintings and artwork down here, maybe sculptures up here, but it's going to be a second floor, so people can customers can go up the spiral staircase onto the second level and go into the gallery there to view it, and then also through here they will then go into the the buffet stroke cafe, the cafe stroke bistro area, where this will all be kitted out as a bistro with tables and chairs for customers to come and sit and have a coffee, perhaps. So yes, so this whole 2 levels now is going to be shop and cafe bistro. So I have spent, let me stand up, because this is the decor for the kitchen and the lounge of the guy's house. I have just spent probably, I think, over an hour with a very small blade and a slightly bigger hammer, and I have taken these bits off after all this gluing, and boy, I have to say I glued it pretty good. I haven't actually ripped anything or broken anything. Oh, and here's the railing at the end, that was at the end. Also, let me see which lady it was. I might have got your name. I think it was Marianne that said she had this house as well. In the video I had put the railing on upside down. It just looked nicer than the lounge with those just open feet there, just lying on the floor. Oh, Nigel is back. It's open house. Here he is. Bless you, boy. Look, he's trying to lick his bandage. Look, he's not licking the open wound. But yes, she noticed that this was upside down, and it should in fact be the same as the windows on the outside. So I will turn it round the right way when I'm going to put it on, but it just looks horrible having that, just these 4. Nigel, come on, for goodness sake. Are you going down? Go on. We sat at the end of the table. This is such a professional video, as always, folks. I like to keep it that way. I don't like to look too professional. But anyway, so this is paper. This is obviously glued onto the floor, which I've taken off, but I will put it that way. And I don't know, I might just leave that. It just doesn't look nicely finished, or I might find something to finish that off. So that's an ongoing thing. And as I said, how long it took me to take this apart, I will now show you. I have taken the whole section off after all that work. Right, Nigel, oh, he's gone in the house now, okay. And he's come out this end. Let me move this round here. So, okay, so what I can do now is get another section the same as that one that I've just taken off, all these bits. This can go back on afterwards, but the back wall there, then the side wall, I can now do those bits quickly, glue those on and then glue these back in place. And then the flooring is already done for us, so that's fine, and everything else. But then it can carry on and be the upper gallery and the cafe bistro. But I'm going to paint the wall in the gallery white, the same as downstairs, so it all matches up. So that's going to be 2 floors, and then the lounge is going to start there, then the 2 bedrooms above each other, and then the beach house on top of that. So yeah, it's going to be a big build. Poor boy. Right, let me pause and get rid of all this, get the painted pieces out and put those together. And get Nigel off the table because he's not a great cameraman. He keeps shaking the camera. And I'll finish my coffee as well. See you in a minute, guys. Okay. Not seconds have passed, but many days have passed. I'm on a cup of tea now. Cheers, anyone that's having a cuppa with me today. Sorry, but again, it's raining. Let me get my glasses. As you can see, I have rebuilt the next floor, but we'll get into that in uno momento. Before I forget though, I definitely want to say hello to Jen Barsky. Hello Jen, you've just started watching this channel of John and me and Nigel. By the way, everyone that's interested or concerned, as the days have gone by, Nigel has got a lot better. The wound on his back is a lot better, or on his leg. We ended up getting him 2 different suit things, recovery suit things for when cats have operations. So he has had both of those on over the last couple of weeks. Both of them he managed to get out of very quickly. Houdini had nothing on Nigel, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, but Nigel is much better now, so he hasn't got his coat on or a bandage, so he's okay. He's just run outside into the rain as well. He loves the rain, stupidly. He runs back in the house quick and meows like mad, so we have to get his towel and he purrs and we rub him all over to dry him off, and then he runs back out again to get wet. Say no more. But yes, Jen Barsky, you are from Katoomba in Australia. Yay, all the way to the other side of the world, and you're watching. So nice to hear that. And also Katoomba, I did look it up, but I had heard of it before. You mentioned about the Art Deco architecture. It's well known for Art Deco, of course, when it all first started. So yeah, so that's, I'm hoping that you're enjoying the videos on the Art Deco house. But yes, Katoomba, Art Deco, maybe one day we'll get there. Who knows? Right. Before we actually get into that as well, there's just too much going on. Yay! This is from, let me get my X-Acto knife again. Open parcels with an X-Acto knife at your own risk. There's my disclaimer. I'm fed up pretending, trying to tell people to be careful. Yes, this is from my lovely friend Donna in Manitoba in Canada, who I've had contact with for a long time now. You've had vases from me and different lamp bases and different things, and we exchange emails and stuff all the time. But you just decided to send me something from from Canada, and that was really nice of you. I've had it for days. I did message you to let you know, and it's been driving me crazy. But as you guys know, I can't do anything behind your backs. So I've been holding on to this. It seems like for years, but it has only been days. But I'm going to carefully undo it now. But you just decided you wanted to send me something, which is absolutely wonderful. So before I even see it, I just want to thank you so much. It doesn't matter what it is, it's just the best thing ever, because you sent it. So let's put this down now. I don't need that at the moment. Let's see. Oh. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Let me just get the knife again and open this up. So nice when somebody actually thinks about you and wants to send you something. It's just, I can't really explain how it feels. It's just so nice. It makes doing all these videos worthwhile, I have to say. Right, what is this? Beacon Design. Finest ornaments in the USA. I haven't heard of that, but obviously I'll look it up. I don't even know what it's to do with. What is this? I'm so intrigued. Oh, what? Oh! Sorry, that was a little bit gay. Oh my God. Look. Let me put it up close. That, the cactus, look at that. My God. It's got a Mexican look about it. With a cactus there. We actually have cactus growing all around our conservatory. Oh my God, that's amazing. With a cowboy hat. Let me just read and see what this says. Let me just pause you for a minute and see if and just read this. Even with my glasses, I'm having problems. Right, okay. I've had to wait a while before I can try and read this to you. This is from Donna. Your kindness travels well through the YouTube screen. You have brought such joy and fun into my life, and I love you for that. See, sorry. A little something for your Christmas tree. As you may not ever be able to visit here, I enjoyed your tree video. I did a Christmas tree video this last Christmas. I'll probably do one this Christmas coming. And I have a thing about ornaments, Donna. So that's to put on our Christmas tree. That's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. It's all hard metal. It's not card. It's metal, cut metal, and enamelled. It's absolutely beautiful. So Donna, I'll do a video for our Christmas tree this year, and I'll make sure that's on it for you. 1 minute, please, folks. Oh my goodness, this video is taking me ages today because I have to keep stopping. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, another thing with the beautiful gift that Donna has sent us for our tree. She padded it out with some foam board, and even that in itself, I didn't realise. I thought foam board only came with white sheeting. This is another lighting I'm doing for the gallery. and I haven't seen it with black covering before, so we probably can get it here, but I just never realised. So that could come in very handy if I wanted a black finish on the board. I know you can also, if you want, peel it off to use it for if you want different textures and what have you. Foam board's really good, as a lot of you know, but yes, you can get it with black. You all probably know. I'm probably the last one to find that out. But anyway, so okay, let's try moving on. So if I show you, let me just take the camera inside and I'll show you what I've been doing here. So on the lower ground floor there, I put a strip of the foam board along there with the LED lights, downlighters, so they'll go down the wall. And now, as this next floor is going to be gallery as well. I've drilled some holes there to put a strip along the top there. I'm going to cut this strip slightly shorter so that it goes up against the beam that's going across the wall there now. Oh, and also here we have Bigfoot. But Nigel has come to say hello. Let me just come round here. You're feeling a lot better now, Nigel, aren't you? Going out, eh? And you're going to show the people your wound has where is it? Has healed up. It's just a tiny little red bit there now, but that whole area, which was about this size, was opened up completely from poor Nigel. But that has all healed over now. So there we are, not feeling too bad. And as the week has gone on, the daffodils have come out in bloom. These are all from the garden. I just thought I would show you just quickly all different types of daffodils that we have. Right, okay. So this is great. I'm learning things as I go along with these LED lights. So I thought I would share with you, my lovely friends. So what I've been doing, as you know, if you've been watching the previous videos, when I've been putting these little LED lights along the back walls there, the gallery, I've just been putting 2 in or 3 in a row, and then I'm drilling holes in the back, and the wires are coming out, and I will attach those to the copper wiring system when I've put that in place. But so this one is the for the cafe bistro, and I've done it the whole length of the back wall, so I'm going to go right along there, and I thought that would fit a nice 2 sets of these lights, so there's 6 LED lights in this. But while I was sitting just pondering, I actually, instead of working out how to just connect these positive, negative to the right wiring, I actually looked at them. Haven't bothered looking at them before, and I have found something out. A lot of people watching YouTube videos, or even just talking in general, and people show you or teach you something, a lot of you people will already know what that is. A lot of other people will think, I never knew about that either. So this is to you guys that never knew about this either. And I love if I learn something new and I can pass it on. If I didn't know something, then obviously there's someone else out there that doesn't know either. So these LED lights, I'll just show you them up close for the people that haven't used them before and don't know. Hopefully you can see them there. You can see, it's probably not in focus, but on there it's got a little negative sign and a positive sign. Those yellowy squares, they're the actual 3 lights. The black bit sort of down there it's got numbers on it, so it's obviously a fuse there. And then at the end, which I've never bothered looking at the moment, it also has a positive and a negative on the end there. So once I'd laid this in place and laid the 2 pieces together, I just all of a sudden realised, I'm guessing you can join these up into as big a line as you want. So I tested it out first and it worked. So if I showed you that setup there, all I did was cut the wire in, bare the wires, get the soldering iron out and solder them onto the negative and the positive, obviously. I'm sure none of you would get that wrong. And then that's just one hole out the back of the dollhouse and one set of wires to go onto the copper wire system at the end. If I I've actually got this plugged in, so if I can just show you, just bring that down a bit there, just so you can see it. And obviously on the black wiring, for the normal plugs that we use for the dollhouse wiring, this is for a 50 bulb transformer, 50 bulb lights. There's one strip there with sort of grey markings on, or off-white markings. That's obviously the positive one, and the black one with nothing on it is just negative. So you put the negative to the negative, positive to the positive, like so. And oh, if I can bend this one round, and if you're watching when I touch them there, and I don't, does that show? Oh, it does. Can't see it properly on the video, but all the lights light up where it's joined in the middle there, it all lights up. So it just saves an extra hole in the back and an extra pair of wires to attach to the back. So it's one less that can go wrong, I suppose. So there, I just thought I'd show you that and share. Okay, so there's the cafe lights put in across the back there. I've taped them all down just to, well, I've glued them to the walls, so, and I'll clear up. Actually, you won't see things like that glue when the roof is on anyway. You won't be able to see that above those anyway, so, but I will make sure it's nice and tidy. And if I show you out the back here, although there's two sets of lights, as you know, they're joined together, so it's just one wire coming out, as opposed to there's two sets of lights in here and two wires coming out. No biggie, doesn't matter attaching them to the copper strips, but it's just I've realised that you can do it all in one, so that's fine. And these are all taped down as I'm putting them in. That really is just precaution. That's just because Nigel likes to play, there's a loose wire, see if I can dislodge it and pull the whole thing out. So it helps to stop him doing that. I know, cruelty to animals, what can I say? I know, I'm a bad dad. What can I say? Nigel has lots of other things toys to play with and to chase around the house, believe me. He is one big spoilt putty cat, and quite rightly. Right, okay, so all this is glued in place. The roof, the next layer, flooring or ceiling as you want to call it, is not yet put into place, but it will be shortly. So this is the first two floors completed. And then, as I say, I'm going to add another two floors identical to this, the same build at the end with the long flooring on top of this. It'll then be 4 floors high. So I will get on with that next in the next video. Sorry, this is a shorter video, but I just want to get something out to you guys because it's been a while since I've put a video on. We've been so busy. I apologise. But what I will tell you is, as you work through this, or as I am working through this, and sort of working out the logistics of things, basically, as I said, this is the gallery as well for people to walk on, so I don't want stairs starting on this floor and going up through this hole here onto this floor, because this is now private quarters. So the hole at the top, if I lift this up, where the stairwell would come up here, I'm going to cut out a piece of this wood, the same thickness, and I'm going to fill this in and paint it on the ceiling side, so it covers that up. So this will be filled in, and also, one minute. Also, once that hole is filled in there, then you would be thinking, how do they get from the gallery, or the actual owners the guys that live in the house, how do they get from this floor or from the cafe or anything up to the next floor if there are no stairs there? don't want to put holes in this floor here to carry on a spiral staircase up. As I said, I'm planning on making or getting a spiral staircase to go up to this floor for customers, but how the guys get up to their living quarters through a solid roof. So that will maybe be in the next video. I have a plan for that, which I am really excited to share with you guys. So I'll either do that in the next video and show you how they get onto this floor, or I may continue the build to go up here and put this lot together further up with all the wallpapers and the flooring. I don't know yet. Who knows? Who cares? Okay, you've got it out of me. Oh my God, this is worse than thumb screws. Right, okay, so the end there, beside the column that was a chimney place but is not a chimney place anymore, a fireplace, on that strip on the back wall there, from the ground floor up and going through this floor into the lounge area is going to be an elevator. Yay! So, or a lift, as we call it in the UK. Because it elevates or it lifts. They're both right. Nobody's wrong. So yes, so there is at the end there, it's just the right width for somebody to walk into or a door to open. I haven't got a clue yet how I'm going to do it, like what the design is going to be, but it's just going to be a lift door and maybe something up the wall to make it look like it's going into the wall, like where you put false doors into the back to make it look like you're going through. But I am going to put a facade there, and it will be an elevator going up, and it will be shaped at the top so it looks like it's going up through the floor. Good idea or what? I think that was, I can't remember when Emma and me collaborated over how to get up to each level. I can't remember who suggested what anymore. It's all just a big, oh God, it was so yesterday. That's all I'm saying. I can't remember whose idea it was, but nobody cares. So I'm going to attempt to build one of those on that side, and also attempt to maybe, I might end up buying some kind of stairs to go up onto this floor, or in my head I have actually started designing a really modern spiral staircase, and I've got to work out which tools to use or what I'm going to use to make the steps with, but I have something in mind. So if that comes to fruition, then you'll see me attempt to make one of those. I think I will do it. But for now, cheers. Although the video is short, thank you so much for watching. I may not have done an awful lot in this video, but as I said, I just wanted to chat to you guys and let you see where I am with it, and hopefully in the next video I'll have something in place, or showing you that I'm making something to put in up the end there for the stairs. So without further ado, I shall close now. Thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me, it really does. And thank you as always for your comments. I love your comments. I apologise if I don't always answer them. Obviously sometimes it takes a lot of time, but believe you me, I read every single one of them, and just love to hear from you. So take care guys, speak to you again really soon, and hurrah, take care, bye all.